Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly reading for December 19th to the 25th. This is for Gemini, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring you a lot more clarity, to get more specific with your reading. And Gemini, I do this because I love you and I want you to feel like this is a personal reading, like we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. And secondly, astrology and tarot have gone hand in hand for centuries, and as we know, astrology has come first, or it came first, and that's why every tarot card is assigned an astrological element or, ruling planet. I mean, we go really deep with this astrology part. Now, if you saw my reading last week, you know that I said this is going to be a very big week. And that is actually an understatement. This is a huge pivotal week. Okay, if you're not a subscriber, I do leave all the key astrological dates in my description box if you want to follow along. Let me tell you what's going on this week. Jupiter is going into Aries, okay? That's happening on the 20th. And then the sun goes into Capricorn the very next day. We go into Capricorn season. We already know Venus is there. We already know Mercury is there, okay? We have a cluster of planets in Capricorn. We hit the winter solstice, all right? Boom. New season, new change. And then the new moon in Capricorn, all right? That's a lot of activity bundled up in just a few days, all right? Now, Jupiter going into Aries is huge. Now, that Jupiter is a planet of good luck, good fortune, prosperity, profit, expansion. That's going to be in your 11th house, okay, until May 2023. So, Gemini, that is great for you. Do you know why? 11th house is your social network, okay? It's just your network. It's your community. It's your neighborhood. It's your, it's really expanding that area and just being with friends and having these just wonderful moments with them. But the 11th house also rules your hopes and dreams, okay? So we're finally moving into an area where it's, Jupiter did go into Aries over the spring. It was in May. So think about what happened around spring, summer this year, because you may see some of that activity, but picked up, right? And boom, light speed, okay? Now, all this Capricorn energy, Gemini, that's in your 8th house, all right? Death and rebirth, okay? Even sex, if you're here for that. And, the 8th house rules, the main thing is it's other people's money, okay? So if you're an entrepreneur, if you work in business, we're talking bonuses, we're talking commissions, we're talking new clients. This is a time where you may be paying off some debts. We're going to get really deep. Now, again, this is going to be a really big week, especially because both Capricorn and Aries are cardinal signs, all right? So they're really very proactive in kicking things off. Now, we're really not even entering a next cycle. We're entering a new era, all right? We're at the end of 2022, okay? So, and then there's a lot of big alignments happening next year, but it really is an interesting time, all right? And I'm not gonna lie, Mars is Aries' ruling planet. However, Mars is in your sign and it's retrograde. So there could have been a lot of things where there were delays or things were just it was just you had that face what's going on, right? Because that's just how, it's been when Mars is retrograde. It's more of a time to reassess. Mars is a planet of action. It wants to go, right? But with this week, let's see what's going on for you. Let's go ahead and get started to do your reading. I just want you to be standing at, if you were on a racetrack, I want you to be standing at your marker. Get ready to go, Gemini. Things are going to move really fast for you. And we're entering, again, a brand new era, especially for you. A lot of great new, auspicious, even, I would say rapturous, okay? So let's get started, Gemini, for Sun and Rising for December 19th to the 25th. Now, Gemini, like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It is what my clients prefer. I also, I don't really talk about the outer planets too much, only for time constraints, but I want you to know, one of the greatest things that's happening is Saturn and Uranus have been fighting for, a long time now, for like 3 years really, and they're finally pulling apart. Now they hit peaks at certain degrees the past few years, and so it could have been a little tough, right? We're moving out of it. We're moving out of this heaviness. And Gemini, y'all felt that. I'm not even joking, especially. And we had those eclipses that were really strong. We're moving out of all that heaviness. So that's really, really good. Think of Saturn and think of, like, if you were in a band, right, Gemini, if you were the lead singer, Saturn and Uranus were your backup singers, like quarreling and bickering the entire time, right? And you're just like, just let me sing, just let me sing. And so that was kind of like it was happening in the background, but again, we're finally moving forward. Okay, Gemini, let's get to your reading. I'll stop talking. Some of y'all, y'all getting married? Some of y'all gonna get married or want to. That's great. Okay, part of your hopes and dreams. Listen, you pull the Hermit in your past, okay? And so here's the thing. This is really good. You've had moments to spend some time really, really going within, really thinking about your path, really thinking about your future, okay? There could have been some moments, especially that, full moon in Gemini was pretty heavy that we had a few weeks ago. And, the Hermit is, what does a Hermit do? He removes himself from everybody, right? And that's very unlike you, Gemini. You're very social, but there's a moment where you have to just have that moment to really go within, right? We say that, I say that you see him holding a lantern, but you can only see so far with lantern light. To see further than that, you go within. That's where the light is. So it's a little bit of a spiritual journey. It's some soul searching. This came up in your past. I love that for you. Okay, you really, really, really needed that. I think there's, some of y'all had. A lot of y'all had some ups and downs the past few months. Now look where that's brought us. To Judgment, okay? And so this is really interesting because as you've done that soul searching, it's gotten to this point where this week, some of y'all are probably still doing that, probably thinking about what, my purpose in life, and, what do I want my future to be like, and, am I looking for a twin flame? Am I with the right person? Am I at the right job? You're asking the big questions, all right? Now, this week, with the Judgment card, you will have that moment of clarity. This is a spiritual awakening. You can see Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet, all right? You see the dead arising. The dead are gray in tarot wisdom. Okay, so when you hear the blow of the trumpet, listen, two things here. One, and this is really, really, really important. Only card in tarot that has a huge connotation to sound. Okay, what is sound? Vibrations. All right, now we all know that we human beings, everything in the world actually is made of vibrations. Okay, and that is not my opinion. I want you to know that that's not my conjecture. That is fact. That's Albert Einstein saying everything is made of energy. Nikola Tesla, we all vibrate at a certain frequency down to the molecular level. Now, sound, vibration, raising that frequency. Why? Because sound is healing. Okay, go back way back in time. Okay, from Gregorian chanting to Native American drum beats to a gospel choir, sound has been used for healing. This is a great week for you, okay? Because you are going to have that, you're going to have that spiritual awakening, okay? And I know spiritual is a strong word. Just think mind, body, spirit, right? Or soul. Mind, body, soul, okay? It's just all of that balance. And, it's that aha moment, okay? This is the week where you're going to start feeling that, okay? I'm getting a message that some of y'all are just going to get that internally. There's going to be some, whether you get it in a dream or whether you get it just washing the dishes, you are going to have that moment. And I love that for you. I love that for you because that's going to bring a lot of that wisdom. Now, you did get the 7 of Pentacles, all right? The biggest energy, it came in your challenge area, first of all. So the biggest energy I'm getting is that there's a little bit of and the energy of you having worked really, really hard and still not getting what you feel that you deserve. Working really hard and not being like compensated for what you're worth, like your value. A lot of that energy is coming up. What I want you to do this week is have that moment of clarity. Spend some time still doing that soul searching to really figure out, is this a right path? What is going on here? What is there any blockages that I need to clear? Do I need to, align my chakras? All those things, all right? Whatever works for you, okay? I'm not asking you to, do a meditation class or do yoga. I'm just asking you to just go within and see what's working and what's not working. Now, Seven of Pentacles. This is someone who has worked really hard, taking that break, okay, to think about, am I on the right path? Is this worth it for me? All right. What do I want, like, for my future? Okay. Take that time, Gemini, this week thinking about that. Remember, we're entering a brand new era for you. Not even a phase, not even a chapter, era. All right. Now, you got Justice in your crown. You got the Two of Cups in the root of your spread. So this is indicating to me a lot of y'all do want to get partnership activity. Okay. Partnership, marriage, engagement, things like that. So I love that for you. If you've had that moment of clarity, that's great. If you're gonna do it, that's amazing. Congratulations, you're amazing. Now, Justice, first of all, again, back to the challenge area here. All right, remember that justice of, I'm not getting what I want, or I'm not moving forward in the way that I want to, or I'm not being, I'm not being compensated for what I'm worth. All those things. Listen, justice is exactly what you would think of, right? Justice being served. This is a lot of karmic energy attached to it, but this is a lot of balance. Do you see any water in this card? No. Leaving emotions at the door. I want you to use that sword. Cut anything you don't need in your life. This is, remember what I said, the week where you are doing that inner, asking all the big questions, doing the soul searching, to have that moment of clarity. You will need that sword to just get rid of anything that is clouding your mind, things that are in your life that you just don't need, okay? It'll help you see a lot better, okay? But also remember, this is going to bring that balance. You see the scale in the judge's hand there, okay? And so I want you to take that time, especially because you have the Two of Cups in the root of your spread. Now, we all know this is the cup, or the card of, it's like the soulmate card, right? The twin flame energy. But this is both love and career. I want you to know that, okay? If you're not here for love, this is also career. This is partnership energy. This is finding that right boss, finding the right company, finding your right path, finding that right connection, okay? That right, being on the right frequency. Now, this is really great if you are here for love or career. This is partnership energy, and that's something that you want to transcend. I mean, this transcends time and space itself. This is love and above, all right? This is rapturous. I love that word. That's a word of the year, well, of the decade for me. And so I want you to put all that energy toward that, okay? That's all I'm saying. I want you to put all that energy toward that, because at the end of the day, this is the only Cups card that you pulled it. You pulled it in the heart of or in the root of your spread. I want you to feel that love. I want you to spread that love. In order to do that, I need you to love yourself first, okay? So love yourself first, all right? Do all that self-love. I want you to have that, because that's going to help everything move forward. Now, in your future, you got the Seven of Swords, okay? As we know, I call this the lying, cheating, stealing card, okay? This is, you can see he's doing it in broad daylight too, all right? Doing it in broad daylight. Now, listen, I'm not going to lie, Gemini. The main message that's coming through is that it's you, and that there is some things that you don't want to face. There are some things that a lot of this journey, this soul searching, there are some truths that you may not want to, it's so deep, right? You don't really, it's just like, I don't have the energy or time or energy for it. But I want you to spend that time, okay? Because I don't want you to feel like, here's the thing. If let's say you had like a really bad fight with a friend, okay? If you just ignore it, you're still going to feel that pain, right? You're going to feel the sting, okay? If this is a really close friend of yours. If you actually confront it, you feel a lot better, okay? And so it's the same thing here internally. If there's some things that are you need to confront. Maybe there's some things that you're lying to yourself about, or maybe you're just, that it's probably not right for you. Let's confront it so we can move forward, okay? Now, some Geminis, this could be in your a physical world too. There could be someone that actually is doing something very underhanded to you, okay? Call them out on it, all right? You're Gemini. Come on. Come on. You're Gemini. You can do that. And look, boom. All right. So, I mean, you got the Emperor. I mean, this is all about mastery of self. This is ruled by Aries, okay? This is, come on, the Emperor. All right? The ruler, not only of tarot, but like, ruler of his own destiny. All right, this is in your future. Okay, so you make that confrontation, you get rid of those things that not hiding any truth from yourself, not lying to yourself about anything, and then just calling out anyone, if there is anyone maybe being a little deceptive, calling them out, because boom, look, you got the Emperor. As we know, Jupiter is going into Aries. Okay, that's your 11th house. All right, your hopes and dreams. So you are you're set up, okay? You're set up on this beautiful path. You are going to have a moment, and I want you to have it, all right? Don't be afraid of it. Remember, we're in this new era, and I am getting the message that a lot of Geminis want it anyway. So that's really great. Listen, you're good. You're good. All right, let's get to your stuff. Just remember, confronty. Oh my goodness. Gemini. Okay. You're good. Okay? You're good. I don't know if you can... Come on. I'm going to hide that until... I'm going to hide it because you're going to love this, okay? Now, so... You got the Strength card, all right? So it does look like, again, remember I said that there's some Geminis who there's probably some things that you don't want to confront, or maybe there's some truth that you don't want to confront, and maybe there are some things that, maybe a little challenging. You've got it. You've got this. You got strength. Okay, you have courage. You can do this, Gemini. You can do it, all right? You can have this moment of clarity. You can have this spiritual awakening. You can have this whole, mind, body, soul, physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, all of that balance, like, right? Remember, justice is that balance, all right? That scale. Now, listen, you got strength, too. One of only two cards where you see the sign of infinity overhead. Listen, this is really like you're good. Okay, now tap into your spirit animal if you need to. And when I say spirit animal, whether you believe in God, whether you believe in the universe, that source where you find strength, because you can see, even though the woman's taming the lion's allowing her. Okay, this is synergetic, this is interaction. Okay, now this is why I'm fully confident in you. You have the Three of Wands. Okay, in your external factors area, there is going to be someone that gives you the green light. All right, there's going to be a moment where you're just ready, and you're on this path, and you're good to go, and you feel good about it, and you're ready to go out there and just be the Gemini that you are. And I love that for you. Now you got the Star. Now this is the card of hopes and dreams. I told you Jupiter is going into Aries, okay? Jupiter, the planet of good luck and good fortune, prosperity, expansion, going into Aries, which is your 11th house of hopes and dreams. Exactly what you want. You want your hopes and dreams to start aligning now. You want the stars to start aligning for you, okay? They will. You have this moment of clarity. Ask the big questions, even the ones you don't want to confront. Confront them, okay? Don't push them to the side. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's do that. Let's move forward, all right? And you'll get this. Now, your final outcome card. You got the Wheel of Fortune. I cannot make this any more clear. The fact that, first of all, it is very rare. I do weekly readings, I do monthly readings, I have my private clients, I do a lot of different, I read tarot every day. Very rare for the Wheel of Fortune to come in your final outcome, okay? As we know, this is the card of divine intervention coming through, putting you on your path of destiny where you belong, okay? This is ruled by Jupiter, okay? This card is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of good luck, good fortune, prosperity, expansion. This is the card of luck. Again, this is as if winning the lottery, okay? Now, what did I say? Jupiter going into Aries is your 11th house. Jupiter is a planet of luck and good fortune, and your 11th house is your hopes and dreams. Gemini, listen, I've already done a couple of readings. Everyone in their main spread has some sort of challenge this week. I'm not surprised. It is a big week. There's a lot of big alignments happening. A lot of big alignments. But look at this. You're golden. I love you, Gemini. Gemini, I love you, and happy holidays. If you're new to my channel, it'd be great if you like and subscribe, and leave comments and send me gifts. No, I'm joking. No, I'm asking for a lot. It really does help my channel grow. So if you are a subscriber, you know I love you so much. Thanks so much for tuning in. I love this for you. I hope you claim this. This is great. And I really just want you to know you're golden. You are going to have a little moment, all right? I want you to find that moment. I want you to have that moment of clarity, all right? This is a good week to do it as we move into a new era, all right? Bye, Gemini. I love you so much, and I'll see you next week. All right, bye-bye.